I am here to defend the Bills special teams coordinator's honor. Or discredit it. I guess it depends on how you interpret this video. Because we're looking at this fake, and a lot of Bills fans were watching the once resurrected Damar Hamlin get tackled for a 2-yard loss, thinking to themselves, how did we get here? Why did we call this play, and why does it look so bad? And why am I also so angry? And first, if we want to understand why he called this specific play, we have to understand what this play is, and it looks like, to me, it's going to be hard to tell, a variation of a pin and pull blocking scheme. So, to my best guess, number 42 is supposed to block the outside shoulder of the guy lined up across from him to pin him down. 44 is going to try to pull around him, and this is where it gets dicey. He's either trying to pick up this edge rusher on this side, and then 59 is going to come down the middle and block this backer, or he's supposed to pull around and pick up the backer while 59 picks up the edge rusher. But whatever was supposed to happen is hard to tell because, well, it doesn't work out at all. And on paper, though, it's not a bad looking call, assuming that's what it is. I mean, we have 3 blockers for 3 rushers, and if you get a man on each one of these people, Damar Hamlin should 100% find an open lane. So now you're thinking, well, then why didn't it work, Mr. Punter Man? And that's a little bit more complicated. So we're going to talk about a thing called personnel mismatches. And you see, I'm eventually going to make an entire ode to offensive lineman video because what they do is really hard. Because the guys we're asking to be impromptu O-linemen are number 44, Tyler Matakovich, Tyler M, number 42, Dorian Williams, and number 59, Kingsley Jonathan. Their positions are linebacker, D lineman, respectively. Meaning the only one who probably has any sort of post-middle school blocking experience is Kingsley, and as we're going to watch this play unfold, it becomes so obvious. First, Dorian doesn't attack his guy. I think he was expecting more of a rush, so he instead waits for contact, realizes that contact isn't coming immediately as his guy makes a great read and immediately bounces to the outside, so he loses his leverage, which wouldn't have happened if he just blocked down right off the snap. This screws up number 44 because you can see he's simply trying to get past Dorian here, and here's where it gets a bit confusing because they both end up bailing on number 23 and just go and pick up the linebacker sitting over the top, which leaves a cutback lane completely filled with the body of 23 and the long snapper who, let me just interject, pissed me off because watch him this entire play. Just watch him. I was trying to figure out what his job was for forever, and he's so far away from blocking anybody that I still don't know. And maybe that's the key part for why this didn't work, is because the snapper didn't block anybody. But ultimately, when you have a bunch of linebackers trying to block other linebackers, just ask yourself, who's better at blocking or linebacking? A linebacker better at blocking or a linebacker better at linebacking? That should give you your answer in the question right there. And I'm just trying to do some guesswork on the actual play design because it got so messed up, but whatever went wrong right here with this, what I believe to be little pin and pull. And it's just not a bad play, it's just really bad execution. And ultimately, when I think you're looking for a finger to point, it just comes down to knowing if your personnel can make the right decisions on this stuff. And I just don't think non-offensive linemen are going to be able to pull off these more intense offensive lineman blocking schemes.
Hamlin is stopped short.